Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. And today chat, we need to gather up a bunch of wood and we need to clear up that path and then we can start making a village. All right chat, so let's do it. So let's see here. I need some axes. I'll probably need some shovels too. Definitely gonna have to build some more here. We'll take some food with us here. Some bread. All right, chat, let's get to it. So first things first, let's just gather up a bunch of wood and then we'll head over to that other area over there. Chat, seeing it from the side view, you gotta admit that looks pretty cool. All right, chat, I got quite a bit of wood here. So I'm hoping that this is going to be enough. Let's go find out, chat. Let's go find out. All right, chat, so I got 4 64s, which I feel like is a lot. But we're gonna find out and see if that's all that we need. Because that might be all that we need. Just depends upon how big and all the houses we make and everything. So, all right, let's do this, chat. I've got axes on me, I've got shovels on me, and I've got plenty of wood to work with. All right, chat, this is what it looks like now. And I'll see you in a few minutes whenever I'm done. All right, chat, so far I got a good chunk of these trees out here. But my question is going to be with this dirt. How do I want to distribute this dirt? Is there a cave down here? Probably nothing. All right, so we could fill up this area here. So far, it's looking better. Looking better. I guess, you know what? I guess we can be creative and it doesn't have to be completely flat. You know what I mean, chat? But I think this is definitely looking better. A lot more even, I could say. All right, let's get to it, chat. Let's get to it. No more waiting. So, I guess we could build one starting off right here. We can kind of do a thing where, let's start right here, chat. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 5. That looks like a perfect square to me. All right, next, I guess we'll just build up. And then what we could do is just create, this one will have like probably a second story to it. That's what I'm thinking. We'll just build some ladders. All right, maybe, you know what, chat? I made this one a little too big. A little too big. At least I feel like I did. Maybe not. This feels bigger on the outside. All right, here. How about this? Yeah, there we go. We'll create the roof right here. Then we could have the ladder right here, chat. All right, I got 6 ladders, chat. That's definitely gonna be enough because I just need 4. And then boom. And then we'll just build kind of around it, I guess. You know what? This is gonna bother me because it looks so uneven. Yeah. So we're going to do it. We'll do a 2 ladder. Why not, chat? We'll do 2 ladders. Perfect. And then we'll just do some, I guess, some stairs real quick. That way we can easily get out of here. And then actually, I'm gonna get rid of all of this dirt here, and then we'll fill this up with oak planks. Perfect. I got a lot of mobs around me right now, but look at that. We got our first little area here. It's not perfect, chat, but you know what? It's the start of something. It's the start of something. All right, I got a lot of mobs coming around me, chat. I think we're gonna head back. All right, chat, we made it back. I'm gonna go visit my farm over here, actually. I need to go get some wheat. But I definitely think it's time. Chat, is officially November. October is over. My goal by December 25th is to have this area looking like Christmas, like the holidays, you know what I mean, chat? And so what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go and collect a bunch of snow. I need to make a tree so I could decorate it and all this other stuff, try to make it, you know, nice and festive, chat. That's my goal. That's my goal. So starting from, I guess, today to December, that's what we're going to try to do, chat. So I think while we're talking about this, I might know where to put it at. I might know where to put the Christmas tree at. So I think during this Christmas event, here. I think we're gonna try to put it right here, chat. This is what I'm probably thinking. If not, let me see here. If we don't like that idea, let me go and look over here. I don't think it'd be a good fit. I don't think it's gonna be a good fit over there. What about over here? I don't like it over here either, actually. I might have a good idea. So I still need to finish this off, right, chat? I don't know. How do we... No, I don't like this idea either, chat. I don't like this idea either. All right. I think we finalized the chat. Although, I guess we could also put a... We could put several trees, I guess, what we could do. We could do several trees. All right, so I guess what we need is... So we need an oak log, of course. And then we need oak leaves, which I have a lot of. I have 44. All right, let's do that. All right, let's do this, chat. This is going to be fun, I guess. This will be fun. We got this. All right, so what I'm thinking of is we can create an indent in here, and then that's where the tree will go. I'm glad I'm finally doing something with this area, though. It took forever for me just to come up what to do with this area. I'm like, there needs to be something here. And now that it's going to become a festive time, that's what we can use it for, chat. So far, that's what we have, chat. I'm going to get rid of this area here because it'll look better like that. But so far, this is looking pretty good. I'm liking it. All right. You know what? We need to cut out one more layer here. Definitely, because it's still, even though this is like a good, I don't know, a good base for it, we need to definitely cut out this layer here. Now, my question is going to be is like, how can we do, different lighting? I feel like you probably have to do mods for that, I'm thinking. I don't know. I'm going to have to try to figure that one out too, chat. Chat, I think the snow is going to be probably the hardest part about this, I'm going to say. Gathering up a bunch of snow, and then just laying it all around. Yeah. I just know I'm going to need stacks of 64, however I could do that. Perfect. All right, chat. I think this is a lot better. What we could do, I'm thinking maybe right here. And then we'll just have like a huge display of a tree, chat. I hope you like this idea. I hope you do. I apologize this being so early. I know it's really early, but like I said, this is a whole project. So I'm trying to have it done by the 25th so that this place looks like Christmas on Christmas. You know what I mean, chat? So I hope you understand this. All right. All right, we're gonna start probably, but honestly, chat, I don't think this needs to be too high because it's gonna be mainly oak leaves. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm still a little worried that this isn't far out enough because I need to be able to go all the way around. All right, chat, I guess we'll do one more. All right, chat, we did it. We did it, chat. This is perfect. I feel like this is perfect because now I can go to the length that I want to go. All right, before I start on this, there's actually an area that I want to do something real quick. So real quick, chat, I think what we're going to do here is add some oak leaves here. Now, as far as if I'm going to keep this or not, chat, so far I really like that, honestly. I think adding those in there, somebody recommended bushes, and I feel like that's a good, easy representation of one. Honestly, this looks pretty good, chat. This looks pretty good. I like it, honestly, chat. So, yeah. Thank you for recommending this because this looks pretty good. Did I go further on this one? I went to the very... Okay, so I need to go one more here. There we go, chat. Oh, there was something else that was highly recommended. We're going to do that real quick, chat. I need to build some stairs. All right, so I've got something here. I've got stone brick stairs. And like I said, this was highly recommended to make it a lot more smoother for the door. Let's check it out, chat. All right, chat, that looks awesome. Let's go. That looks awesome. I love that. All right, yes, perfect. All right, chat, so this is what we have now. I guess I just got to think about lanterns. I can do that for now, I guess. Or what we could do, chat, better yet, we could... All right, chat, I might have a better idea. All right, chat, let me tell you my thinking. I'm going to make cobblestone walls. Just a couple. I just need a few, chat. That's all I need is a few. All right, I got my 2 walls here. And then I'm going to iron chain them. Huh. Okay, actually, I like the idea, chat, but I think I'm going to make it higher. That way the lanterns are more at eye level. You know what I mean, chat? Booyah. That's what I'm talking about. And then actually to smooth this out, maybe I should put the walls along this top here. Let's try that out, chat. All right, chat, I got my 4 walls here. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. How does that look, chat? Does that look good? Maybe? I think so. I would say so. I feel like it's what it needed, chat. You let me know. You let me know if you like it or not. All right, I need to go get some more oak leaves real quick. Oak leaves, here I come. I'm gonna have to make a trip to the nether though, honestly. That way I can get all of the some more quartz. I'm really excited just to work on that, to be honest with you, because I could do a lot of potential with that. Man, there are no trees out here. That's crazy. All right, chat, I got a lot here. This should be plenty to work with for now. All right, let's start it off with going around the sides here. Chat, I feel like that's what do you think? That's a good base for it? Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I probably should have gone one more higher. Perfect. All right, chat, this is looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. And then what we'll do is we'll make a skirt for it, put it around here, and then we could just put like a bunch of gifts and stuff, you know, around the tree. All right. Question is, how high do we want to go up? So I'm like thinking about layer wise here, chat. How does this look? Kind of curious. How does that look? Okay, yeah. I don't think I'm gonna go any higher with that than what I have now. Okay. So that's what we'll do, chat. We'll fill this up here. Chat, this is gonna look so good. This is gonna look so good. Okay. And then we'll go. Let's see how it's looking so far, chat. Hey, it's looking like a normal tree. Like a normal tree. Alright, I gotta see if this looks weird or not, chat. I don't know. It looks a little too high here, I would say. Okay, now that just looks weird. Right, chat? Okay, I have a better idea. I think what we need to do here is actually go around one more layer on the outside here. I think that'll help our issue here. Perfect. All right, I know it seems kind of big, chat, but I think it's the only way it's going to make sense here. All right, this is what we have right now, chat. That is way better. Way better. Okay. Really? I just need to go get a bunch of more oak leaves to finish this off. All right, chat, my shear broke. I'm hoping 33 is enough. All right, chat, let's see. How does this look? Perfection. That's what I'm talking about, chat. All right. So this is our Christmas tree here. This is what we have going on for our project. Let me get rid of this real quick. And then, like I said, chat, whenever it comes time, we'll get some snow, put snow all over here. We'll build presents, we'll build a skirt, all that stuff, Chaz. All that stuff, chat. So that's what we'll do. This is just the beginning of it all. So yeah, I hope you like it, chat. Hope you like it. All right, chat, I think we're gonna call it. All right, chat, so as you can see, we are getting ready for our big project here, and hopefully you stay tuned for it. It's gonna be a really cool project. Hopefully we get everything done that we want to get done. Stay tuned though, chat, and if you stay in the entire video, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I really do. Until then, I will see you in the next video.